The cosine rule is also used for non-right angled triangles, and we use the same naming conventions we've been talking about. So the big and the little all correspond opposite sides, like we have been talking. So you need to use that naming convention again here, and the cosine rule can be used to find a missing length. Okay, if you have two sides and the angle between them. Alright, and the rule we use for that is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So if you have two sides and the angle between them, so if you've got B and C and the angle between them here A, you can actually work out that missing side length A there using that rule there. If you have all three sides, you can actually work out the angle, okay, or any angle if you know all three sides. So I should move that up so you can see it. So you can find an angle if you have all three sides. Okay, and the rule we use there is cos A equals b squared plus c squared minus a squared divided by 2bc. So that'll find you the angle A there if you have all three sides. Okay, so we'll go through an example now and show you how to use it in both of these instances. So I'll show you one example of how to find a side when you have the angle between two others, and also how to find the angle if you have all three sides. So here's the first example. We're going to use this rule here because we have all three sides and we're trying to find an angle. So I'm going to label them. So if we're looking for cos A, this is A, that's little a, and the others don't matter. This can be B and little b, and this can be C and little c. So then I just substitute all those values in. So cos of x, because that's what A is in our diagram here, equals b squared, which is 6 squared, plus c squared, which is 8 squared, minus a squared, which is 5 squared, all divided by 2 times b, which is 6, times c, which is 8. Okay, so I'll calculate that and I'll come back to you. So what I ended up with was cos x equaling 0.78125. Okay, and then we just do cos to the minus 1 of 0.78125, and that'll give us the actual angle. Remember, you must have your calculator set to degrees. So my angle is 38.62 degrees. So that corresponds to that angle there. So that's how you find an angle using the cos rule. Okay, so this triangle here, we're going to use the cos rule again. We're going to use a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay, that's our times. So the angle we have has to be angle A. So the side we're looking for is little a. And then the others, it doesn't matter, that can be B, which makes that B, that can be C, which makes that C. So always draw yourself a diagram and label the side, label the triangle according to that rule. So then we just substitute things in. So a squared equals b squared is 5 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 by 5 by 10 cos 60. And if we plug that into our calculator, we'll come out with an answer. So a squared equals 75, so a must equal the square root of 75. So a is 8.66 meters. So that length on this triangle, if we have the two sides and the included angle there, that missing length is 8.66 meters.